All right. This is an experiment. Uh, I'm I'm kind of nervous to do this because I've I've put off streaming any sort of like game development content or me doing any sort of dev stuff, basically because it's going to reveal to everyone how much of a complete hack I am. It's so I haven't been doing that, but I was thinking I would try it. Yes, but you don't understand though. Like, there's stuff because game development involves so many different things, and there's some stuff I do where it's like I kind of sort of know what I'm doing, and there's some stuff where it's like I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just figured out a way to make it work sometimes, like textures, for instance. That anyone who is an actual artist is going to be tearing their hair out watching me do textures. um but anyway, let's hold on, I have to turn off this image there. Oh, spoilers, get rid of that for now. So this is for Butcher's Creek, and I'm gonna try and have it be as not spoilery as possible. I'm going to start off here doing some sound work that I have been putting off. I don't know why I've been putting it off. I just kind of haven't been in the mood for sound, I guess. But I am planning next month to do here, let me open a scene that here. We'll hide this. No, I mean, if you honestly, like, if people want to look and see spoilers, that's fine. But we will go. What is something people have seen? Guess we'll just go to the beginning of the game because I need to. Whoa. Oh, right. Wrong map. That is the beginning of the game, but I want the somewhat later on beginning of the game. Here we go. All right. I mean, even showing the project file, I'm like, people are gonna see how janky all of this is. Why isn't there a nav mesh in there? Speaking of jank, the heck? Why isn't there a nav mesh in here? That's weird. Okay, well, now there is. Cool, progress. But basically, I have. Is it in here or is it? I don't think it's in the scene yet. Let me get to the not that way. Get this nav mesh display out of the way. Here we go. Yeah, I don't have the sound room. Oh, I should probably announce this on Discord, huh? So I have a thing. Where is the thing? Here we go. Sound room. No, go away, Cap. So this thing is actually, if I remember correctly, I just took this straight from Squirrel Stapler. I'll be a lot. Yeah, this is also a older version of Unity. It's 2019. And it's kind of stuck on 2019 because stuff breaks when I try to upgrade it, which could be fixable, but for now, I'm just trying to get this to release, so it'll be on 2019. Will it be short? It's going to be about 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours, so longer than most of what I've done recently, but still a short game. Yeah, I'm trying to. So actually, I just posted on Twitter that and you can check on the stream schedule too. So I'm going to Stream Dark Souls 2 tomorrow with Dylan. We're finally getting back to that. And on Saturday, the site Lambda Generation, or the community, I guess, they're doing a game night of Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Although for me, it's not really night, it's more like early evening. So I'm going to participate in that because I love Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. And hold on, I have to pick something up. There we go. So I'll be participating in that. And I was like, I should just stream it also. So I'll be streaming that on Saturday. That is at 3 o'clock Eastern on Saturday. If you look at this, I put both streams into my stream schedule. So if you look at that, that should show you in your local time, I think. And yes, the plan is still for this to release this year. Will Iron Lung be on Netflix? I have no idea. Distribution plans are still up in the air. We don't know yet. I mean, my assumption would be yes, but I don't want to assume. Okay, so chain. What is this? Okay, I ripped this system straight from Squirrel Stapler and put it in here, and I guess there is one sound. It seems a little played. So between 1 and 3 seconds it'll play. Let's just see how that's like in game. Ruski ve shate ist. Okay, well, there's the chain sound. That's a decent sound. Does that mean Russian chat here? Is that what that means? I'm very, very rusty on any little bit I might have learned of of Russian at this point. How long is the stream gonna last? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm kind of just doing this on the spur of the moment. So we have that sound, which is fine. It's like a random creepy chain sound. Basically what I'm going to be doing, this is a system where is the, oh, it's right here. Okay. So this thing, which I call the sound room, which I'm going to make more visible. This is basically just a little thing that will, that is what it means? Oh, nice. I got it right. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Bloodshot, for the subscription. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to last. It'll go until I'm either sick of streaming or I get done what I wanted to get done, or it gets to be time for me to go help with family stuff. Want to ruin your whole life? What's the best tool, Unity or UE5? Well, honestly, I'm not I'm not big into either of them at this point. This is the last game I'm going to be making on Unity, and then after that I'm going to be messing with Godot, because I don't want to use Unity anymore after all their nonsense, and I have never really wanted to use UE5. But I think UE5 is the better engine, especially at this point. I'm just, since I'm jumping ship with Unity, I figured I should just go open source like I probably should have done before now. What was I doing? Sound. So this is just there's a fly landing on me. I don't want a pet fly. Go away. So this, I don't know if there's any reason to open the code, but it is, oh yes, Burlap Assassin. I have played Mountain Blade, mostly back in college. I think I played a little bit of it in recent years, but most of it I was playing back in college, and I really liked it. Yeah, so get rid of these. This will make it a little bit less painful for programmers to look at if I get rid of this stuff I don't need. But this is really simple. It's basically just... Why is... Did I open the wrong script? Sound room script. I thought the sound room itself took care of playing the sounds. UE5 is pretty... Yeah, I mean, Unity is pretty bloated also. That's the thing. I know Unreal has horrendous brush tools, but Unity has no brush tools. So, well, it has Pro Builder, which is kind of a brush tool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which is better. Godot has no brush tools either. So, sound. I guess that takes care of playing the sounds. I thought the room itself did. Anyway, this is just something that follows the player around, and it positions audio sources around you and plays them at random times. So it's just an ambient sound thing. That's what Squirrel Stapler uses for like the ambient like bird calls and things like that. So I'm going to use it here to do... I think I'll need like maybe 2 or 3 different versions of this. Mostly the industrial one, because that's most of the areas in the game, just to have some like sound going on around the player. This is my first dev stream. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should clarify. Unity has no brush tools by default. There are plugins you can use. And I guess it depends on whether you count Pro Builder as a brush tool or not. That is there by default now. But ever since Dusk, I've just been using, what's it called? RCSG. And once I'm done with Butcher's Creek here, I will be, I guess, using Trench Broom, for Godot. What was I doing? Okay, sounds. So I just kind of need some different creepy industrial sounds or normal industrial, just some stuff to have going. I think I need a bass ambient noise also, because like if I start this up, yeah, this is my first dev stream because usually I prefer to do all of this stuff. Yeah, that's too loud. I may need to adjust the script to have a volume component to these, I mean. What's this? Oh, I think that's the pitch, if I remember right. Do I want to add? Oh, I remember how this works now. Okay, right. Each sound can have a bunch of different variations. That's right. Okay. So I can set the volume here. All right. Metal pipe. Yeah. So yeah, we have the chain sound, but I think it's just silent other than that. And so I need, yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad noise, but it's playing way too frequently and it needs to be softer. So for now, let's just take this down to like 0.6, try 0.5. Have this go from like 5 to 50. It'll probably need to be even more than that, but so since these are more like, I forgot about that. These are more like categories, not individual sounds. So I'll have this one just be like, I guess distant metal, because we can have a couple different variations of, just have the source clang. Yeah, well, I kind of have this game's own version of that for the corpses, which, that's right, that needs to be tuned down. Let's not look at that right now, though. We don't want to get involved with that. Okay, sounds. I gotta just rip the band-aid off and start doing it. So the first thing I want is a very basic, just low level sort of ambient noise, which I think I might be remembering wrong. I think they have, look in here. Oh, what's in, let's see. I don't think any of those will be quite what I need. Maybe urban? Doesn't have to be anything very fancy. No, I think those are all going to be more busy, hence it's called noisy places, so I don't know what I expected. Could be one in here. I think this is all like exterior stuff. What did I use in the Pony Factory? You'll also note every folder I have for games is named something different than the actual game is, except for Chop Goblins, because I knew the name of that starting out. Industrial ambient. This might even be from Dusk. I might have brought that in from Dusk. Yeah, this is the Dusk one, I think. Yeah, that's the Dusk one, which I could reuse. I kind of want to use something different, though. Low machine down. Such a huge... Oh, yeah. It's really not, though. Oh, that's a fun noise. Actually, I should set that aside for something. Because that could be useful for the soundtrack, too. I have a whole... Sounds. Where is it? Here we go. I have this whole thing already, samples I'm going to use for making the music. I just haven't gotten to the music yet. No, this is nothing. Like, if you want to see an actual big sound library, you should see like what guys like Andrew have. I have a lot of the boom library. The problem is for sound work, like, there's not really any good way to fake it. You can to a certain extent. Like, I've done with Pit, every sound effect in Pit was made from something that I could do at my desk. But for the most, which was terrible, for the most part, you can't really get away from just needing the perfect sample for some. So, like, I have, yeah, a bunch of boom library sounds. I have like my own stuff that I've recorded, and even with all of this, I still end up using Freesound for a lot. I saved some of the stuff from Freesound and then gave up on that because I never go back and look through here. In fact, Iron Lung set ambience. Let me see what's here in here. Mouth impact noises. I'm trying to remember. I think that was when No, those are all gonna have talking in it. Okay. I think that might have actually been for Butcher's Creek, where I felt like there was a specific like mouth noise I wanted for one of the impact effects, so I just recorded myself doing it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have it, because I really just need maybe this actually. Godot adventures are on hold for the moment because I'm finishing this. I am very excited to get back to them, to the Godot adventures. This might work. Let's turn it up a bit. Because this is like I think this is an outdoor sample, but if I change the speed by a lot, again, and again, getting there. I'm actually going to do that again. See, now we've got something. There was that little bit of clicking you can hear, but actually, let's put this in a new file. And yes, I use Audacity for all my sound work, which again is going to makes actual sound artists cringe. I don't think I need a whole 3 minutes of this, but you can't hear the samples. Let me check the settings here. It should be working. Oh, I think there we go. You should be able to hear him now. Yeah, there we go. It's just it was an Audacity thing. Okay, so that's a good. Let me see what happens when you pulse stretch it. Okay, sure. That sounds pretty obviously pulse stretched. Let's take maybe 5. I don't make music in Audacity. I use a Studio One for music. I'm not sure what would be best for sound work. That's why I use this. Like, this is honestly all I need, because most of what I do, as you're seeing right now, is like really low tech. It's like slowing samples down, combining them together, pulse stretching, you know. I don't know. What if I just make it? No. There's just, you can kind of hear that it's. Paul X stretch a lot. Yeah, oops, was that right? Yeah. I don't actually use pulse stretch all that often. Just sometimes. Oh, I have a weird idea. There's those clicks in there. What? Huh. It's kind of cool when you reverse it. I did look through some of those horror point and click suggestions, yeah. I grabbed, what was it called? Shiver, because because that's apparently a really short one. I grabbed that to play one of these evenings. But I was surprised, and the reason I asked about that is because I was surprised to realize I wasn't sure I had one to play when I was like, oh, I kind of want to play a horror point and click. I know there's a lot of pixel art ones, or ones like that, but like the specific genre of first person Myst style horror point and clicks, there's not actually that many. At least not that many that are, you know, kind of well known. Well, anyway, this is an option. Whoops. This is an option. There is that clicking, which I believe that's just the sound of like metal, and now that it's pitched down, it's more obvious. Okay, well, let's get this. Yeah. Oh, is there ads going on? Ah, shoot. Sorry. I forgot about the ads. I do have a couple snoozes I can use. Yeah, it's going on right now. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I should just stop being a, what is it called? Not a partner. Whatever I am that lets me do ads. Yeah, are you able to hear me during the ads or not? Affiliate, that's what it is. I do earn a tiny bit of money from it, which is nice because I do like earning money, but I kind of hate having the ads pop up during the stream. I wish there was I looked and I didn't look like there was any way I could have it just do, like, I don't know, just do like when someone joins or something like that. Even there, I kind of don't like that because then someone sees an ad as I don't know. You don't have an ad? Huh. Okay, back to this. Oh, if you subscribe, you don't get ads. Okay. I can hear some higher pitched, like, metal stuff happening in this, but it might be okay. Take it way down. It's not too bad, actually, especially if I do like a low pass. Sure, that's fine. Huh. It's a little bass heavy. Let's undo that low pass. Actually, what happens if I do a high pass? I don't think it should be high, but I'm really overthinking this because it's just going to be the basic layer. Like no one's going to be paying attention to this. I kind of like that clicky noise in there though. Ooh. That was interesting. What was that? Huh. No, there is definitely such thing as too much bass, especially for something like this that's supposed to be pretty, that's supposed to like blend in. This is going to be even quieter than this in game. It'll probably be like, maybe those clicks stand out too much. You know what? Let's just go to free sound. See what happens. Because I don't want to spend that much time on this one because the other sounds are more important. So like, let's just see what sort of drones come up here. this, not this. Maybe ambient. No. What's inappropriate? Cinematic ambient? Ooh. That's music. I don't know. I'm kind of not feeling those either. I just need. Let me look through my sounds again. By the way, this is how sound work always goes. It's a lot of looking through files and not being able to find exactly what you want. Oh, actually, I have an idea. The factory fans when pitched down could be good. Could be. I want to see what this could actually be a really interesting sound pitched down. Hey, that's a fun sound. What happens if we go even lower? Actually, this has potential. Maybe not for what I'm... Let's pause stretch and see what happens. Oh, never mind. No. Let's pause stretch small bit of it and see what happens. I haven't checked Soundly. I have not used Soundly, actually. Rev up or rev down sound? Probably just with pitch. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to use this for anything. I'm just sort of following a tangent here. It's quite cheap. Well, see, that's the thing, though. Free sound is free. I like free, personally. This is a cool noise. Especially if we... What happens if we... actually bring out again. High pass again. This is a cool sound. I should save this and use it for something. Okay, it does not need to be that long though. Let me just... I'm just gonna put this in the... where is it? Shoot, I just completely forgot what I was doing. Sounds, right. Sound folder. Put that in there. Might use it. At least it's saved. Anyway, back to the task at hand. I'm getting distracted. I've played a little bit of The Suffering. I should play more. Okay, what? This is one of the best sounds I've recorded. Some of that is definitely going to be going in here. Here, let me show you. This is the, like, super Stalker-esque sound. Yeah, just this is a great sound. And that was an actual abandoned, not a factory. It was like a lumber something. It was like a lumber place. Yeah, it's really cool. There's always forest and you know what, actually, what does this sound like? If we took a stretch of this, there's a bit of wind there. So let's actually take it before the wind, because this actually might be perfect once it's just like aggressively pitched down, not pitch. Yeah, this is what we need. In fact, we're gonna even do some. There we go. Why not Godot? Is that at me? This Butcher's Creek has existed on Unity for like years at this point, and I just need to finish it. Like it needs finish, especially now. It's like almost content complete. And then Godot. In fact, it's kind of gonna be the end of an era, just in general, for this releasing. It's yeah, I think this is releasing this is gonna kind of mark the end of a lot of stuff, and I'm not sure what the future is gonna hold. I of course plan on still making games, but I think after this I'm gonna be doing a think on what I want to do next, like, and it may end up being more of the same, but I don't know. But I'm really feeling like it's time for a change. I've done this is kind of the post-dusk. Yes, Suma revised 2. Yes. This is kind of the post-dusk period. It's been a lot of shorter games, almost all horror themed or actiony, and I don't know. I feel like that it's time for a change, just like I was feeling when I started Dusk. It was like it's time to change, and that's how I'm feeling now. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna amplify this. Okay, so 2 minutes. I don't need 2 minutes of this. Let's just go with, yeah, we'll just go with a cut out that part. Probably not retirement. I don't think I'm capable of retiring. But it may not be a change at all. It may just be, if nothing else, it's definitely going to be a period of like messing around and experimenting just by necessity, because I'm gonna have to be learning a new engine. I almost think it might be time again for a longer game, like something the size of Dusk, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that while learning Godot. Like I already have a lot of knowledge to bring to bear as far as general game development, obviously, but I don't know if it's a good idea to plan on doing something huge in a brand new engine, and especially when it's one that isn't necessarily the most proven engine. But I also do have this feeling like the short releases are kind of running their course. But we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, is there any genre you would like to do if you have that I haven't? Yeah. I've always really wanted to make a point and click adventure. I don't know if that's ever actually going to happen though, because they're just not a safe bet right now. I've always wanted to make a survival horror game also, but I think I missed the boat on that one because there are so many good throwback horror game, survival horror games now. So I'd have to really do something more adjacent. That's the other thing is I think I'm kind of done for a little while doing throwback games. I'm always like, that's always going to be part of how I design stuff, but I think Butcher's Creek especially, I'm done for a little bit in making games that are specifically trying to channel something from another game. Like, in the sense that like Butcher's Creek is like, well, it's supposed to be like Condemned. Dusk and Chop Goblins were very much like, yeah, they're supposed to be like older shooters. I kind of want to try doing something a little more unique because I feel like that paid off really well with Iron Lung, and yeah, and I just kind of want to try pursuing that. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. So the first thing to do is to try to make this seamless. And this gets tricky with stuff that's very bass heavy. So we're just going to do a crossfade. And I found that it's doing a crossfade that's kind of lopsided. Like having this one crossfade less than this one is usually best. Let's see how that works. I'll just let this play for a bit to see the loop. A bunch of the guys at New Blood have talked about doing their own engine. I'm hoping that does go forward because I think it would be a great use. Oh, I just noticed. Thank you, Nip Nips, for subscribing and making me have to say that name. Blood engine, yeah. I have to say it each month. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's about as seamless as it needs to be. I'm not going to bother saving this. I'm just going to export it. Like, see, Butcher's Creek is in a folder called Fall Game. I think I actually want a different ambient sound folder for the sound room stuff. So background 1. Oop. Did that save? Watery Tart, thank you for subscribing. I think a window just popped up in front. Yes, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. So that is in. So we're just gonna duplicate that. Let's unpack this actually, because I'm gonna make several different prefabs because there's a couple different there's a bunch that will basically use the same industrial soundscape. The exteriors I don't actually really have to do anything with because I already did the sound work for the exterior levels. It's just the interiors that. So this will be. I'll put that up there. This one will... Oh, this doesn't actually have to be a sound room thing. This can just be a sound. Just make it 2D. Yeah. Okay. Volume's probably gonna have to be real, because this is just supposed to be behind everything else. Yeah, even that's too loud. It's still too loud. It's supposed to be quiet enough that you basically don't notice it. It's one of those things where it's like you'll only notice if it's not there. The enemy's motivation. Hold on. That chain noise. That's good. It's good for now. So that's actually a big story element. That's a big part of the story. So you will see. They are both psychotic and not psychotic. There's a couple different, not really types of enemies, but yeah. Anyway, you'll see when you play it. It's a big part of the lore. Yes. Okay, we got the background sound. This... That's still too loud. Take that way down. Yeah, entrepreneurs. Do we need any more? So... Oh, I think that's right. That's the range it is from your hearing, if I remember correctly. So now we can actually... We don't need to save that. Now we can... Hold on, No, those aren't really useful. You know, it could actually be kind of interesting to have that happen outside, so it would really feel like camera footage, or that could just be annoying. Because it's sort of like it's clipping the way, you know, the way Win does when you on a mic. I'm not gonna try it. I tried doing some cameras, like adjusting the sound to make it really feel like it's recorded with a camera, and none of it really was right. Okay, get out of there. Still like that noise, but I don't know what I would use it for. Loving the flashlight. Yeah, it's supposed to look like it's on a it's on like a VHS camcorder. This is all that, like, your character isn't actually holding a camcorder. So it's a little bit willing suspension of disbelief. It's just supposed to be, the aesthetic kind of fits the story. That's still a bit too loud. Because that one isn't a, like, some of the metal squealing noises I wouldn't mind kind of coming out and being noticed. That one, that chain sound shouldn't really be noticed. Speaking of, why don't we just do... Oh, what did I call that again? I think it's factory fan. Did I miss? Oh, I forgot my alphabet. You No, I just thought I haven't. Player, please. Yeah. I have not looked at this game without the VHS filter in like, I don't even know how long. Let's just see what it looks like without those. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, honestly, that doesn't look too bad. It's, ooh, I don't like that shadow, though. Probably gonna turn. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't look bad without it. So I've been debating about whether I'm gonna make the VHS filter a feature, or not a feature, a optional or not. Because it was really designed, like everything about it was yeah, designed to have this look with the like the chroma blur and the washed out lighting and stuff. But I know somebody is going to ask like, hey, can I turn that off? Yeah, see, it's supposed to look like this is how it's been designed to look, but it actually didn't look too bad without it. So anyway, the generic foot needs to be an unlockable, maybe. Yeah. Oh no, was there an ad? Oh no, there's an ad again. I'm sorry. Oh wait, well, I can see it has what, 50 seconds left, something. Add 1 of 5? You're joking. Is it yeah. So one of the problems with this one is that it does have the wind noise in the background. I did a little bit with Godot, but I haven't. I basically I needed to go and get this done before I do any more. Yeah, I can show a little bit of, like, I wasn't doing anything that interesting because there's going to be probably a long period of time of me just experimenting and just doing random stuff to see what it does. Like, this is what I was doing. This is what I was doing last. Once it opens. Yeah, so I was messing with trench broom importing, so I just made some like shapes in trench broom. This is one of my, it's, oh, that skybox, there's some banding in it, probably because of it. Godot has some really aggressive default like compression settings for textures. But yeah, so I was like seeing how my new skyboxes worked in it, and I was seeing if I could recreate my my water shader. And actually it's a lot nicer in here because Godot has these built-in like voxel reflections. Yeah, I spent a while doing the water because I don't know, I love how this looks, especially with the skybox. It has a real cool like mid 2000s sort of water look. Like this one too. This is like Far Cry water, where they made it look like this like picturesque, clean swimming pool sort of thing. Yeah. Do I have any nitpicks? I haven't messed with it enough yet to have nitpicks, to be honest. What was I doing there? I forget what I was doing with that. Probably just messing with the bloom. This has, I really like how out of the box they have, here, look. Yeah, they have all of this stuff. So I can just turn on screen space reflections. There they are. There's no like crazy setup. Turn that off. Oh yeah, this is, oh, I do have some volumetric fog on. Why is that on? That's odd. Yeah, volumetric fog. I think it, yeah, and it's already set up for, you can't really see the light rays very well, but anyway, let's exit this. Yeah, I really liked the little bit I've messed with Godot, but I haven't really stress tested it a bunch, and I will probably be starting with something pretty small, just in case there's anything that goes wrong. I don't want to start in with a huge game and then have it be like, oh yeah, there's this bug that does this or whatever. Anyway, okay, sounds. Back to sounds. So we're gonna have at least one of these. That's kind of cool. Do I worry about performance with Godot? Not personally, no. Maybe there's, yeah, I don't know. I don't personally worry about it. I don't think Godot has ray tracing right now. Maybe it is. Maybe it does. It seems like a lot of the dumb stuff I do in Unity that causes performance issues is actually how you're supposed to do it in Godot. So I probably on my end, it'll be actually be better performance than my Unity games, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. You could run this. I don't think anyone at New Blood is considering Godot, at least right now. I think Dylan, once Gloomwood is done, which that's still a little ways away, I think he might think about it. But for right now, all of the current New Blood projects are on Unity, and there's not really any moving them off of Unity, so there's kind of no reason for them to think about it. So red and blue, honestly, that sounds like every engine though. Like that's what years, like a decade ago, that's what people were complaining about with Unity. They're like, it runs terribly, and it was like, well, not necessarily. It's just if you do stuff in a really stupid way, it'll run terribly. So I guess I think that I know that there was like the discourse was about Godot performance, and there were a bunch of programmers being like, the raycast function isn't performant or things like that. At this point, I just kind of ignore that stuff because usually it's completely irrelevant to me, and it kind of doesn't end up being an issue. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just jaded now, and like usually what I'm making, I just don't run into those issues, at least in a way that stops the game. Like obviously Dusk had some big performance problems that other people ended up fixing and stuff. I'm not saying that like my games are always super performant, but it's just that, yeah, usually those like really specific programmer micro optimization things and stuff like that is like, it just doesn't, I don't know. So what? I actually kind of like, wonder. Trying to get just enough of a noise sample. Let's just try that. Just gonna try noise removal with that. See what happens. Actually, that was pretty effective. I'm just looking at chat. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm not really afraid of the performance stuff. Because like I said, I'll be starting in with a smaller game anyway, and probably starting in with no idea what I'm going to make, and what I end up making is going to be built around whatever limitations and problems I run into. But just from my experience with Unity, like, there would be people who would swear on their, like, swear that Unity was impossible to get running well, and like I had people being like, oh my gosh, how is Dusk so smooth when it's on Unity? And it's like, under the hood, Dusk had a ton of optimization issues. It's just that I wasn't, buying a bunch of asset store things and throwing them in without making sure that they weren't a gajillion polys or things like that. Yeah, actually that noise removal works pretty well. Ooh, that's kind of cool what that did there. Yeah, maybe. So I like this one. And I think as long as we fade that out, it'll mix in pretty well. Like maybe from there. There's still a bit of noise. What if I just do it again? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Actually worked pretty well. Yeah, I don't think it really lost anything. Especially, okay, that will need to get faded out. Let's go back to before the. I'll do 2 and see how that works. Because then the other thing I'm going to do is cut maybe from there. Let's try again. Whoops. Try from 100. That might be too aggressive. Maybe low pass will do it. Cutting is. chat again. Yeah, generally I found that like the discourse surrounding what engines can do and what they can't do is usually just based in not, I mean, I'm gonna, I guess, just to be blunt, usually it's based in a bunch of people who don't actually know anything, making guesses based on games. And you can't really, you can't necessarily judge an engine by what the games running on it do, because you don't, it's just not an accurate way to judge. So I want, maybe not that much. What will that sound? Because this really needs to be, oh, you know what? Cut the bass. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Why am I still hearing the squeaks? They should be pretty well cut. That's weird. What is happening here? It's not that the squeaks are bad, it's that I'm trying to make it sound like you're hearing them through a wall. Huh. Wait a sec. Oh, is the no. Yeah, I'm just trying to muffle them. Yeah, I guess I could. No, sound occlusion doesn't usually handle that unless you write your own system to do it. At least not in Unity. Okay, fine, we'll just go like. Okay, I guess I'll try. Usually I've done that, so okay, I don't know, like 500. This is not quite working. Yeah, maybe it just isn't a. I prefer to do it with the curve. Let's flatten this again. Just start over. Yeah, maybe I'm just really underestimating how much it breaks through. Okay, well, they should not. Yeah, did I make this? I'm gonna show how ignorant I am about how actual sound. I think it's usually not 10. Where's it? It's usually like 16, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. The squeaks are unstoppable. Lower the low frequencies. Hmm. Yeah, maybe it. Well, so the nice thing is I can still use this to. No, what was it that I? Nope, nope, nope. Go back down to 100. I might have mixed some of this sound into the Wendigo scare chord. Okay. So actually, I pretty effectively got rid of the noise. There's a bit you can hear, but it's gonna. Okay, this is good enough for now. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Sirtartarus dev. Yeah. So this is good enough for now. And I usually don't bother saving anything that doesn't have multiple tracks. I think I will add this to distant metal. Oh, I already had a sound room sound folder. What? Or did I export this? Wait, did I not export that sound? That would be really funny if. No, there it is. Okay. It's just that I already had. Here, let's move this to ambient sound room and get rid of this. Oh, and that's mono too. It won't matter. They're 3D sounds. Hopefully it won't matter. Okay, let's make this play more often and see how it sounds. That's not too bad. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna snooze the ad. Snooze. It only snoozes it for 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about the metal squeak. I'll leave it in there for now. Stuff just seems. Maybe I'm approaching this wrong. I might actually, I might actually go back on what I was thinking, and instead of making this, I might bake more into the general background ambience. Because even quietly, these kind of come out a lot and are kind of aren't really mixing in like I was thinking of doing. So if we take this. Maybe I should just use the one from Dusk. I'm thinking. Or it could just be that these are still too loud. might be the only issue. Or they're just bad sounds. That could also be the issue. Well, regardless. Wait a second. Could add another mixture and then have a low pass filter on that. So it'll just low pass all of the ambient sounds. If I do that. Oh, I have another thought. Let's so we have that, and then we put these in environment ambient, and then add a low pass on here. Just take this down to like, I don't know, right there. See what happens. That's not too bad. Do these have reverb? Yes, they are mixed in reverb. Okay, well, let's go with that for now. And we'll keep making some sounds. I'm going to leave the squeaks just for now, because that turned out, it's kind of meh. So let's try some other sounds. I wanted to base this on dragging machine. What's that sound like? Hello? Ah. That's like a repeated sound. It would be weird if like a repeated machine noise faded in and then faded out. Because if there was a machine going, you would just hear it constantly. Which again is maybe a point in favor. Well, there's lore-wise, there's not really supposed to be any machines going. It's just was a factory at one point. See what we got in here. Wendigo sounds and lost forest footage. Yeah. Oh, I've used this before. They don't have a default, do they? I think low. Oops, wrong thing. I think the lower frequencies. So if it's through a wall, lower frequencies would be cut also, wouldn't they? I keep forgetting where it isn't. There we go. Oh, I'm doing the opposite of what I meant to be doing. Okay, leave those the same, and this is supposed to. Yeah, I know they travel through solids easier, but wouldn't some of them also be cut by distance? Yeah, so I cut a lot of the higher end, but I think you like didn't do anything. Where did I oh, it was yeah, okay, let's just do that. Yeah, I think some of the low end would get cut also. If I just do a high pass. Sure, why not? That's not bad. Let's just ship it. Oh, wait, I just realized something. I don't think we want that much of an echo, that much reverb. Well, that's not good either. There is too much reverb, though, I think. Good enough. Let's see, what should I call this? Not low impact. Just call it crate hit. That's sort of what it sounds like. I'll make this. Oops, wrong thing. See how that sounds. That's actually not bad. Playing too frequently, obviously, but maybe a bit quieter. What other ones do we have here? Ah, the ad is coming. Did it start the ad? Ad starts in 22 minutes, it says. Okay, I think we avoided the ad. Okay, first I want to try. No ad for you. Okay. No, that's no good. See how that even more. That works. Okay. Kind of. Let's just try it. Maybe that cutoff and a fade, another fade. Yeah, that works. Create hit 2. See how that does. Pushing burger pizza? What is burger pizza? Yeah, both of those sound good. This one I actually want to revisit. I think the speed should be different. I think that's part of the problem. Let's try that. So what is burger pizza? Is it a pizza that's like a hamburger, or is it a hamburger that's like a pizza? Oh, it appears to be pizza with burger sauce? The heck is burger sauce? Okay, yeah, pitching it down works a lot better. That was better. Maybe one more of those door sounds, because they have another sample, so let's just see. Just put this in a new. That's not bad. Did I even... I don't think I even really did. Is that just the same sound pitch? I thought that was a different sample. Actually, let's... do that, and then we will... and to high pass filter. Yeah, let's do that. See how it sounds. The other thing with like that I found, at least with... oh wait, no, we need to make sure that's as loud as the others, or roughly the same volume. It is supposed to be a little bit more different, a little bit more distant, but... burgers in a blender. Ugh. I mean, there is that. So there is like a thing you can get at Disney called burger pods that are kind of like a burger in a blender, and then with the in like a dough pocket sort of. Okay, let's hear how this sounds. Yeah, that's sounding pretty good. I think that's good for those. And the timing is they're playing too frequently right now. I just want to see how everything sounds together. Maybe even another squeak noise. Whoa, what did I no, this oh yeah, this is the pony. Is there anything in here that should be used? What's this? Oh, right. So what happens if I just what happens if I pulse stretch the pony noise? I've never tried that. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's obviously pulse stretch, but huh, that's kind of cool. I have to remember that. What is the howling? I have to remember to stop exiting Audacity too. That's a cool noise. I'm gonna put this in the thing for music. The other thing I have to remember is that there will be some music playing over top of all this too. Okay. Back to sounds. What is unconstructed? Wobbly fan. Oh, I exited Audacity again. Dang it. I think I was experimenting with pulse stretching there. Okay. Let's look at some more of the cinematic metal and see what else they have. Distorted shovel, I'm interested. No, that's not right. It's not what we need. Little box rattle, maybe? Again, if we pitch it. That's pretty good. I'll actually add that in as another hit. A rogue light deck builder? I don't understand that. It doesn't even really need a fade out. So let's see. Did a low pass filter first. And then a high pass filter. Although maybe this one. We'll just do that. There's a game called Rogue Light Deck Builder about fixing your broken deck. Oh, I was thinking like deck builder is in like a deck of cards. Okay. Once again, let's see how it does. So there is another problem here. Not really a problem, but yeah, we need the not the spatial blend, the spread. These need to be have a lot more spread to them. This one maybe even barely directional. What? Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Yeah, I think that's starting to work. I think the background noise is going to need to be a little bit more than just the sort of atmospheric sound. What else have we got in here? There's some weird stuff. Let's make a weird sound. Impact eerie graveyard. Okay. What's that? Okay. Let's do some weird stuff with this. Just see what happens. So like, first of all, reverse. And then maybe pulse stretch. So we're gonna just do a real quick crossfade here. Maybe not even. Let's see. Oh, there's a click. Yeah. Okay. So I am working on Taiki. I'm working on some ambient sound work for Butcher's Creek. It's kind of cool. Just put that in there as a, wub. See how it sounds. Have the spread be a bit less, just see how that is. That's not bad. I'm gonna turn down the volume on that just to make it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even sure exactly what it is. It's just sort of like a weird noise you can't quite place. Let's go to my own recordings. Some of the machine sounds. Metal rumble. What is metal rumble? Makes a horrible. Oh. This is this was from the Iron Lung shoot. Actually, this is they had started something before it was supposed to, and it was loud and made a horrible noise. So let's take the speed down a little bit. No, you can tell because I want to have the voices in there. That might be cool. See this. Maybe. I feel like it needs some actually needs some more reverb. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll try it. I think if maybe even more reverb. Oh, no. Because the game is going to add some reverb. Huge iron. No, you guys have no idea what that sound is actually of. No, don't exit that yet. This is going to be really low too. Yeah, let's see how it does. Yeah, I like that. Honestly, having some more. So I haven't done a ton of messing around with Godot yet, but I've really liked what I've seen so far. Metal. Let's see. good noise. Perfecto. What do I use? It's, man, I can't even remember. I've had it for years. It's what I like. I've had it since Dusk. It's what I used to record a bunch of the sounds for Dusk also. But I forget what it is. That's pretty good. How's it? Okay, actually, that's mostly clean enough. I'll actually have it fade in a bit more. So right there. Just fade it. Yeah, that should be fine because yeah, I think that'll be fine once I give it the treatment. Yeah, I would get my recorder out to look at it, but it's like downstairs, buried in my backpack somewhere. That should work. Or should I have this one be a little closer? Hmm. I'm gonna try something with this. I'll actually make a new thing. The first metal squeak I'll have with the chain. So why not? They're both sort of closer sounds. This one will be... yeah, let's have the spread be like really high. Okay, that's all sounding good together. Yeah, I could make some ambient music with that. I have a bunch of sounds for, here, I'll open the folder. I have a bunch of sounds for making the ambient music. I'm gonna try something a little odd, I think, for the Butcher's Creek music, but we'll see. Like, yeah, what does this sound like? Yeah, that'll probably be pitched down. It'll scratch. Yeah, and all of these will be like put on a sampler and... oh, okay, I already got this sound to use. So yes, that might make it into the music. Yeah, I think that's right. I think I went through a bunch of those. What is this? Yeah, some of these are in here because they have they're like a pitch. Yeah, see, that has a pitch to it, so you can kind of if you combine that, you can actually make melodies and like themes with it. Did I make these? I think almost all of these are ones that I made. If I remember, oh, this is a weird one. This hasn't ever, I made this years and years and years ago. Ready? Yeah, so that's I think that's a combination of a bunch of samples of me doing like different sounds on the violin. Printer. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, the music should be cool. I have some other ideas for what's orchestra. Yeah, who knows if that'll actually get you, but I just put together a whole bunch of different weird sounding noises. Like that. Okay, back to the sound work. Metal rattle. What other sort of sounds would you hear? And maybe Luna screeching. Or Luna crying. That's right, we were trying to get Luna to do her happy screech. There's one, it just had lavender in it too. There's one, kind of. Okay, you want to hear something weird is if you pitch down baby sounds. See? It's real weird. Anyway. Yeah, it's terrible. That's why so that's one of the reasons I didn't find the baby in Village to be all that scary, is because I could tell they were just happy baby noises. So I was just thinking in terms of like, oh, someone took their baby into the sound recording booth and was making them laugh. Yeah, about this point she was done with us. Yeah, that one will. It's my handheld recorder I do everything with. But like I said, it's like downstairs and I don't remember what brand it is. Oh, actually that end is real good for. That's good. I think I'm actually going to use that. Because you are in like a horrible, torture chamber sort of thing. So where does it peak? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's really, it does sound like so I have a hot take about those, which is I know everyone is like, oh, they were so much creepier before they were reversed. I actually think it's worse having them reversed and not being able to understand them. and having it just be like vaguely human noises, but not discernible as any words. I think that's creepier than if they had kept it with like you being able to tell what they were saying. Let's do the treatment on it. Actually, wait, hold on. Nah, let's just do the treatment. Yeah, I think with some I think with the reverb, that will sound pretty good. Like a dedicated one for... Let's bring this up with the distant metal. Do basically the same settings as this, but I want it to be a different... cry one. There we go. This one can maybe stand out a little more. I'm going to have it play pretty infrequently. No, maybe I don't want it standing out more. Okay. Not too bad, but it needs more reverb. So I'm actually going to bake in some reverb. Where's reverb? Probably. Hold on. Let's generate a bit of silence. I'll try that. That might be too much. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still not convinced of what I did with the background noise. I think I might need to add something more in, like maybe a sort of drone. That works. I'm gonna be doing some... that sounds like a Wookiee. What else we got here? Whoops. See, it's it just starts sounding like a adult once you pitch it down. Yeah, actually, let's do that. So we do the low pass, the high pass, and then reverb. Reverb. Here we go. bad. Let's ship it. Time set. Oh, it is after 12. Gonna have to go eat at some point here. Let's disable these and just listen to how that sounds. Gonna make a Half-Life zombie soon, yeah. Again, these are playing a lot more frequently than they will be. Come on, play the other one. Oh my gosh, play the other one! Yeah, that works. Let's see if maybe like one more from here. No. No. That could be something. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, I was wondering why you said cow. How do you say cow instead of welcome? How do you do? Okay, that kind of works. I don't like that part at the end. Maybe I can. Maybe I can cut it off. And then with the reverb, it might sound okay. Some fade out and reverb, it might be okay. Okay, this might work. No. There we go. Okay, that works. I'm gonna turn it down though. No. Okay. Does this? Yeah, I think we'll add the reverb there too. Oops, what just happened? Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Yeah, so my thought process behind these is that they kind of sound like human, but it's not comfortably human, if that makes sense. There's something off about them. And then I might, this is kind of schlocky to do, but I might actually go This is, yeah. I might get some screams from here. Maybe. Let's see what they have. Not that. That is not what I wanted. Choir, I see the problem. Maybe they don't actually try this. It's a bit on the nose. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a bit on the nose. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. It's a little too like Boo Haunted House. Oh, I remember. I was going to, what is that called again? I'm gonna see what sounds I have in here. Ambient sounds. Oh, that's true. I could add some like hollow wind noises. Not that. Didn't this have some dripping water? I want some dripping water. Yeah, it could have this. But what's this sound like? It's a good sound, but I don't think this is supposed to sound really underground and what's it called? Very more like claustrophobic and sort of, yeah. So maybe for I swear there was a, oh, what's in here? No, not those. I swear there was like a water drop sound in here. Am I just not looking? Water drip. Okay. It's pretty good. I'll take that. Oh, gotta re-enable these. Yeah, I'm in Audacity. That's what I use for all my for all of my sound work. So this is gonna be one of the only, this water drop dripping. I want to get a few more of them too, but this is gonna be a sound that's actually close to you. Oh, that's right. Didn't I have a low? Oh yeah, I do have. That's right. I do have a low pass filter on this, so this shouldn't spread very much at all. Can be a bit louder. Let's just see how that sounds. Oh, there's an ad starting in 2 minutes. Oh, actually, I like that. I kind of like that more than it being close to you. So maybe we will keep that on the low pass one. Need some more water drops. Or we could just have that one and have it play infrequently. What other sounds would there be? So I wanted this to, or my main inspiration for this particular soundscape was going to be Agroprom Underground from Stalker, which I might actually boot up here and take a look at. Some weird sounds for tower. Nah. Maybe some rats. That's not a bad idea. So there's an ad starting in 1 minute and 36 seconds, it says. I'm going to let this one go, and I'm going to run to the bathroom and maybe grab a snack. I kind of want to keep going, but it is getting to lunchtime, and I need to eat. So I'm not quite sure what to do, but I'm going to run to the bathroom while the ad is playing. So in, what, 1 minute, it says. Yeah, rats aren't a bad idea. What else? What else would be... I'll think about it. Yeah, anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I wonder if my wife would be willing to bring me up some food. Message her and see. Yep, I'm back. Okay, so I thought of some things. First, let's get this out of here. Just to make sure. I don't remember if there's no spoilers in here for the movie. But I had some really good drip sounds for Iron Lung. So there's a couple. I'm going to use some of the drip sounds from Iron Lung. Where on earth is the project folder? Assets. Here we go. Sounds. Interior ambience. Oh, these creak sounds might actually be really good too. Maybe not. These are all going to be made to sound like they're right outside the sub. Maybe not. But the drips, definitely. Drip, 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 drip. Copy those. Oh, there's no leftover pizza. Dang it. That was my master plan, is I was going to have... see if Rachel could bring me up some leftover pizza. And I don't have to stop the stream. All right, let's see. Are these the same? They sound basically the same. These are like all the same. Why did I have several different ones? They're like all the same sound. Ooh, metal squeak. What are these? What are these? Basically that same metal squeaking noise. Okay. Oatmeal. What should I have for a snack? On 1 second. Okay. Any distinctive Iron Lung sounds I could play at a random time? Maybe. I want to get the bass line of like... Right, okay. Let's exit some of these Audacity files. Oh, that was the last. I should have kept that open. Oh well. Oh, I'm an idiot. This isn't the Iron Lung folder. This is... That's the Butcher's Creek folder. That's why all of these seem very familiar, because I just made them. Okay, so all of those drip sounds are basically the same. Yeah, okay. Well, let's that one, and this one sounds a little different. Let's see how that works. Those will work. Okay. So that's the other thing I thought of, is doing some, I don't know what the word for these would be, but there's sounds that it's like you wouldn't actually be hearing these, but they're sort of emphasizing the environment you're in. Like where is it? Destruction. Here we go. I was gonna see if they have. Oh, hi, how are things going? The lunch wench. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably be down for actual lunch, but I was gonna keep it going for a bit longer. All right, I have snacks. I will survive a little bit. I will survive a little bit. Oh, I just realized these carrots are like slimy. Ugh. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna eat those. Why are they slimy? That's weird. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna switch these carrots out for less slimy carrots. Let's put this. I'll be right back. All right, now I have non-slimy carrots. Yay, carrots. Anyway, I was looking for some stress noises. Just to see how these. Let's see, what does this sound like? No, not this. I might do some, like, well, I could do some wood creaks, although it's not a wood environment. I think I'm going to do those for a different environment. Yeah. No, not for this. So, what do we have? Rattle large. Nice. Okay, so let's try the debris one. Let's see what we have. Gonna see if any of these like rock. Oh, there's some sand trickling sounds. I'm gonna see if any of these seem like they fit. No, not this. Not that. Let's try more of the sand. I don't think so. This is more what I was thinking. Oh, you're writing music, Chuma? Ah, no! My food! All right. So I was thinking having a few of these. Sounds like a G string. It is a G string. So like, yeah, like that. And actually, the spread on these might need to be a bit more. Cheese goblin. Purples. In there. Volume is probably fine. But for this one, have it spread a bunch. Let's see if I can hear it. Let's turn all the other sounds off. So that I do actually want that to have more direction than I thought. That's not bad. It doesn't add a ton, but to at least have some sort of sound variety, I'll do another. Fade that out, fade that in. Good enough. That should be fine. I don't think I need to edit that. So add pebbles 2. And that's good. And we might be getting, so I'm still not convinced by the background noise here. I want to quickly jump into Stalker and just listen to the underground a little bit. I feel like I should add a few more weird noises. Or maybe I have enough already. I don't know. Let's go into Stalker just for a bit. forget. Did I put that on? No, I think I'm still running my. I think I'm still running my copy from here. I think I have a save right around Agroprom. Perfect. I know. As soon as I hear, oh yeah, I'm jumping into Stalker just to listen to the ambient sounds. Okay. Trying to listen, stupid bandit. What else? Oh, my quick save's in Agroprom. Let's do that. Kai coming. Anyway, okay, so that's actually a lot heavier on the bass than I remembered. Because if we compare it to what I'm doing. Yeah, so actually I've basically got most of what that does. So maybe I do actually want this to be louder than I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, actually this is sounding, they're obviously playing way too frequently. But I'm gonna adjust that. And so actually this is in a pretty good spot. Taking the background up did actually help. I had that in too low. But maybe I do want to add back in like a bit more to the background noise. I have a weird idea. No, it's a bad idea. Never mind, I don't have a weird idea. dusk door open loop. What's this for? I have no idea. So let's actually revisit. I think it was this one where, right? Yeah, and then take like this. We'll take that way down and just, I think it was this one that had all the clicks in it, didn't it? What did I do? It's freezing. Okay. We're okay. How long is the current background track? I think it's around a minute or so. That sound in there actually is kind of neat. But okay, actually I like that a lot. Select zero crossings. So now the question is, do I just use that instead of this one, or do I layer it on top? I think I'm gonna layer it on top, because the frequency of random sounds. Yeah, they're playing way too frequently now. This is a little script I wrote to do this, to play like ambient sounds around you in a 3D space. So I can adjust the frequency, which I will. Actually, let's just match these. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm just trying it. Nah, I don't like it. Okay, we'll just export this as is. Say background 2. I'm going to try layering it in over the existing background noise. Because I think that existing noise that with this one that's really clean, I might want to use that for a different location. So this one will be even louder. Okay. Well, first of all, these we're gonna disable those for now. Let's try just the background. Oh, I know part of the problem. Because let's just make this environment sounds, so then we don't have the low pass on it. Those clicks don't really come out as much as I thought they would, which is probably because of reverb. What if I just don't have this mix into the reverb? Not too bad. I'll turn it up a bit too. Okay, so then what happens if this is in there too? I think I like having both of them, but this needs to go down. And this probably also needs to go down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, I'm getting Discord bloops and stuff. Oh, I see what you mean, Graham. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't. So for this background noise, I don't want to have too many things that might get in the way of the ambient music. And I think having like a drone more like that might kind of stomp on whatever ambient music might be playing. And simultaneously, if there isn't ambient music playing at a point, I'm probably going to want you to feel that lack of a thing, if that makes sense. Hold on. So the film grain effect is that's a public asset. I think it's the same one that Puppet Combo used, because they're who pointed me in the right direction. All right. I'm actually pretty happy where this is. at least for now. So let's, excuse me. Let's look at the timings of these things. So this one, let's say every, this is always hard to get right. So this is in seconds. So at minimum, maybe let's start with this. This can play relatively frequently. So let's say minimum 15 seconds, and the maximum 40. Water drops could also play relatively, so minimum of 10 seconds, maximum of probably also 40. This will take some tweaking probably. These I don't want to play very often at all. So minimum of 2 minutes? Is that maybe minimum of 1 minute? Maximum of 4 minutes? I'll try that. Same with this. This should play very seldom. So 4 minutes, and then try it. Wub can be whatever. What does this sound again? Oh, that's right. Yeah, this can be like a, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. So maybe 30 seconds to 2 minutes, just to be careful. Distant hits can be pretty frequent. Let's say 10 to like 30 seconds. Which metal squeak is this? Yeah, okay. So that one could be probably 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah, this is, and so the reason I'm doing it this way rather than baking everything into one ambient track is that these will be playing around you. So like while a sound is playing, if you turn and look a different way, the sound it won't just constantly be in like to your left or whatever. As you're turning around, it'll actually be at different positions. It's just a little thing, but this one should probably be a little infrequent. So 6 to a minute, I think. All right, let's just see how that works. Just have some time to sit here and listen. Sorry, I'm getting notifications on my phone. Oops. Yeah, those steps were ambience. Yeah, I think this is pretty good, all things considered. The wub is a little too soft, I think. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. And otherwise, I think that's in a pretty good spot. Seeing this makes you scared to do art for the game you're making. Why? My art is not very good. I'm embarrassed by some of my brushwork and stuff compared with, you know, stuff like infra or like what other people do. Pro tip for making better art: just make random shit till you're good at it. Yep, that's about it. All right, so I am happy with this. I'm gonna put this in utility. There we go. Maybe I don't know if it actually does need more weird sounds though. Now that I'm thinking about it, because there's gonna be a lot going on when you're like fighting guys and stuff. And I don't want to overdo it on the just having crazy horror sounds everywhere, because then the bespoke moments are gonna stand out less. So do I only use photo textures? No, I wouldn't say that. But for this game is almost pretty much entirely photo textures, because that's the look. I wanted it to look kind of like a Source game. So yeah, pretty much everything you see is photo textures in this. Originally, yeah, you gotta shoot high though sometimes if you want to make your game look like I with Dusk, I wanted it to look like Quake, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to hit that because I wasn't a professional texture artist. But yeah, Source, especially Half-Life 2, like the art design for those textures, those photos, is really good. The way they got them all working together, it looks great. Yeah, but this is sort of like the rough aesthetic inspiration is like mid 2000s, so it's supposed to look a bit like a Lithtech or it wouldn't be Lithtech. That was like, was that Jupiter? Was that when they had the Jupiter? Anyway, that, you know, the Fear, the Monolith engine, or like Source, Doom 3. That's why yeah, Condemned obviously is one of the, but that's why there's like the sharp shadows, because it's supposed to have a little bit of that, like you know, Doom 3, the shadows look, just sort of an amalgamation of stuff from that era. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. They're not stencil shadows. No, they're just fairly sharp. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think that's actually going to do it for this stream today. That'll probably do it for work for me today. Also, after lunch, I'll probably help out with family stuff. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to be doing with that then is, with this prefab, is I'm going to go through and put that in all of the levels that are supposed to have this feel. And then there's a couple more ones I want to do. There's a couple more tasks I could do on stream that aren't really spoilery. So if you guys enjoyed this sort of stream, let me know. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Dark Souls 2. Finally, we're back to that. And then on Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern, I'll be doing the Lambda Generation game night, playing Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. And I'm just doing that for fun, but I figured since I'm doing it, I might as well stream it. So if you guys want to watch that, those are both on the schedule, which should tell you what time they're at in your local time. Yeah, so I'm gonna go eat some proper lunch and finish this up, and I will talk to you guys at some other time tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. Thank you for joining the stream, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.